Hello and welcome to a new feature I've decided to introduce here on Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. The good stuff. For a while now, I've been looking at some of the best and worst resources YouTube has to offer to language learners, from best practice input-based approaches.
Ukuphi uThabi? uLucy ebuza kuBaba. uThabi uyabhukuda
to whatever this is.
And that's why I have an obligation to talk about why this obsession with input is so dangerous. Because it doesn't explain the full story.
But I haven't really been systematic about it until now. The good stuff highlights language learning resources here on YouTube that follow what I know from my own experience of having taught myself over 20 languages.
Parte de, los conocimientos de fondo que tienen los alumnos para integrar esos elementos ya en el contexto idioma que
and what we know from decades of research by Stephen Krashen and others to be the most effective approaches to teaching and learning languages. The good stuff features the channels I would recommend both to anyone trying to learn a language and to anyone looking for pointers on how to become a better language teacher. Before we look at today's recommendation, to which my attention was drawn by Joe Renee Languages, I'd like to tell you about another project I'm working on. The crowd-funded translation project, in which I do public interest translations of overlooked texts. Currently, I'm working on translating the works of Inessa Armand, and have so far raised roughly a quarter of the $8,500 that is the total cost of translating and editing these long overlooked works. Right now, this project is my main source of income, allowing me to keep my head above water and do all the other projects you know about. So, whether you donate via PayPal or my Patreon or Signal Boost the project, your support is greatly appreciated. It helps me continue to do what I do. You can find details on how to donate and where to find the draft translations I've published so far in the description to this video. In today's episode of The Good Stuff, we'll be looking at Dreaming Spanish. In my comments recently, Joe Renee Languages wrote, "Would love to see your thoughts about the whole Dreaming Spanish philosophy. They take comprehensible input to quite an extreme and recommend not reading at all until nearly 1,000 hours of input, etc. They have a playlist of videos about their philosophy and lots of info on their website." The TLDR version is, Dreaming Spanish is an excellent example of basically everything I look for in language learning resources on this platform. We've got a creator who has a language learner's perspective.
Descubrí el input comprensible, o CI en inglés, ¿no? Y el input comprensible encajó muy bien con la manera como yo había aprendido japonés. Yo ya había aprendido japonés, ya hablaba japonés bien y
comprehensible input, graded by skill level, on a variety of interesting topics, good production values.
Este es el manual de sobrevivencia con Andrea la Mexicana.
And a great model for how to do input-based teaching with beginners.
Muchas banderas son rectangulares. Son un rectángulo.
Hola, a mí me gustan los molletes.
Also, of particular importance for a channel that teaches Spanish, there's content in a number of different major regional variants of that extremely diverse language.
En Medellín no hace frío, pero tampoco hace calor. Yo odio el calor.
Si quieres, empecemos con una palabra colombiana ¿Qué crees, Agustina, que significa
In short,
la palabra
this is
chucha?
exactly what I look for in a language learning resource on YouTube. Before I go, let me just tell you about a new feature you can find on the Hyperpolyglotting Discord. I've started creating channels to compile my recommended resources for learning specific languages or for language learning in general. There is not a whole lot there just yet, but it's growing all the time. The link to join the Discord is in the description. Thanks to everyone who stuck with me this far. I hope you found this video worthwhile. You can also find me streaming here on YouTube on Fridays and over on Twitch, link in description, on Saturdays from 4:30 to 7 p.m. US Eastern Time. On that stream we play games, talk languages, and look at the best and worst of YouTube language learning resources. I'd love to see you there. Also, if you enjoy this content and would like to see more of it, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Hasta pronto!